Okay, I spent the morning working like usual, deep in the email minds and sales minds, but now gonna spend the rest of the afternoon getting these awards across the finish line. So gonna head to the hardware store to get some materials to actually get those things out of their molds, and then going to go to Canal Plastics to see if we can engrave the actual acrylic cubes. So exciting stuff ahead. I got the supplies we needed at the hardware store. Now I'm gonna go see if they can laser cut these little cubes. Went to Canal Plastics. They were very adamant that I didn't film, but we were able to drop off the cubes, so we'll pick them up tomorrow, fully engraved, and then we'll do some spray painting on them so you can inlay the paint into the, it'll look great. We'll show it all on camera. So heading back to the office, gonna get these things unlodged with the tools I bought. Let's hit it. Okay, once again, I got distracted by some contracts and some emails, but heading back to Canal Plastics to pick up the freshly engraved cubes, and then gonna grab some spray paint to inlay the paint into them. So we should get these done today. All right, we're gonna spray paint the inside of this so that it looks better. They actually look decent.
Wait, that looks so good.
Wow. Okay, today's episode feels like it's gonna be a little choppy because last time I filmed was, I don't know, 2 hours ago when we first took the tape off the cube. So here's what it actually ended up looking like. I don't know if you can see that. Put it into focus. Honestly, it's pretty cool. They turned out very well. The paint's inlaid into the laser cut. However, we got the wrong spray paint. This spray paint's not bright enough. I have the right spray paint at my house and a few other tools that I'm gonna need to finish this project. So I think I'm gonna call it there and we'll do this. We'll finish the rest of them tomorrow. Fuck it. All right, we're back. Cannot leave a project unfinished. So here are all 7 of the awards and their respective little taped on, need to be painted and then have the tape removed, laser cut blocks. So we're gonna go ahead and paint these. Well, first of all, tape them up, paint them, let them dry, take the tape off, and then mount them into their respective awards. So we're gonna get these done today. You gotta finish the project sometimes. Just gotta get this done. Step 1 is to tape up the edges of all of the different cubes so that the paint only goes where it's supposed to. Okay, we've got all of our little cubes taped and ready for paint. We're gonna do some New York City out the window painting. Let's get it done. All right, Krylon sucks. Rust-Oleum, God tier. If you ever want to know anything about spray paint, I've done quite a bit. Y'all look pretty good, if I do say so myself. All right, so while those dry, now what I'm gonna do is after the paint dries and I take it off and clean up and take all the tape off and they look great, then I have to mount them inside the actual concrete awards, which are right here. I'm gonna do a test glue up with one of the cubes that we have that was a test cube and one of our old concrete test awards as well. So we'll see how that goes. While that's drying, I'll test the glue and then hopefully together after I take the tape off, and we should be good and finished with this project tonight. Here is the old concrete test award. Here's the test acrylic cube. I have 2 adhesives. I have this tough elastic clear sealant, which I think will work. And then if all else fails, I just have some 5-minute epoxy, which absolutely will work, but I don't want to use that stuff because it's crazy. All right, let's see what happens. It's been quite a decent amount of minutes since these were last painted, so I think we're good to go. Let's unwrap them. Okay, so when you take off the tape, obviously it looks awesome, but you can see how like the letters aren't fully cleaned up. It's because there's still a little bit of tape in there, so if you see it from the back, you can see there's still some blue. So I'm gonna take the X-Acto knife on each of these and get all the little pieces of tape off and then polish them up so that they look nice and ready to be glued in. I think the rest of this is gonna be a time lapse, so lock in. Finished the taking of the tape off and clean them up a little bit. I wanted to finish all of them tonight, but I don't know if I got the right adhesive, so I'm just gonna glue one of them and then we're gonna call it an evening, show you what the final product looks like, and we'll do the rest tomorrow. All right, good thing there was room for one error because, I mean, all in all, they look pretty decent. That is a cool looking award. I'd say they look pretty cool. The dark concrete with the clear turned out very, very nice. Looks very high quality. I think I messed up the glue a little bit. I'm gonna let this dry overnight and see what it looks like in the morning. I'm not gonna do the rest right now because I don't wanna ruin all of them. We'll see. I've got some new strategies. But until then, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Glad we got these things pretty much done. Sometimes you gotta get a project over the finish line. Alrighty.